everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Cutler's Dolphins going up against Dak Prescott's Cowboys.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. First and 10, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Here's Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for second down. To throw, Cutler. And he's got the hook up with Anthony Fasano. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. They run with Ajayi. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This is Ajayi. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now it's Ajayi. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. In the red zone this time. They go play action with Cutler. He'll buy some time right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's Ajayi. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, he appears well on his way to another big game. You remember 2016, partner. He became just the 4th player in NFL history to have 3 200-yard rushing games in a season.
2 of them were back-to-back. Steelers in Week 6, Bills in Week 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll look to throw it with Cutler. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malik Collins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
On 3rd and goal, Cutler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Frank's kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And before this series gets rolling, you know, a story, very feel-good story. Cowboys' 3rd preseason game. Nice to see Jalen Smith out there, wasn't it?
I almost get emotional talking about this because when Jalen Smith was in college at Notre Dame before that draft season, I had him ranked as a top player in college football. And when I saw him get hurt in the bowl game and then to hear the extent of the injury where people said he may never play football again, for him to battle his way back and be out there in an NFL game and then to see him perform and see him like Jalen Smith of old, that's pretty darn impressive. My hat's off to that young man.
First down, Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, CD peeking around the league for a second, looking at quarterbacks. Dolphins, they've already lost Tannehill. A couple other teams are worried that they might not have their horse for the starting game, and that would be Cam Newton. And you got Andrew Luck in Indianapolis as well.
Yeah, not to mention Joe Flacco in Baltimore, right? I mean, Cam and Andrew share one thing, shoulder surgery. So they're wondering, will they be ready to go on the season opener? And then you flip it over to Joe Flacco, who came to camp, appeared to be ready to go, got injured in a weightlifting situation, and now they're hoping.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On second down, Cutler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Cutler. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice gain at 25 yards. First and 10, it's Cutler. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now Cutler to throw on second down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second and goal from the 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay Ajayi, as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him a completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On second down, here's Cutler. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Cutler. Going deep here for Stills. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Prescott off the play fake to McFadden. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Back now in Arlington. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Cutler will throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Cutler. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jay Ajayi. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here, and they're going to go soft on the corners. Prescott now on 2nd down. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it. They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Man open left side, it's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. A dump off to Elliott. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And heavy contact, he is knocked down hard at the 28. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On play action, Prescott. A swing pass caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now a 1st down following that long gain. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly.
Down the numbers. There he goes. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Oh, cover to the throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd and 1, it's Cutler. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. From the red zone now, here's Cutler on 1st down. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here